thing that Lance does now. It's like, oh, yep, this is a thing that Cannon does now, and other players are going to start picking it up and refining it. We already saw it with Blaze a little bit.
I don't know if other players.
You
okay,
don't think
Neeze
so?
is 54. We were wondering what Neeze was at, so he's at 54.
Damn,
so he's just a little bit out of the 40
He's
boys.
a loner. He's all, like, he has a 4 in the number.
But it's interesting because like we saw Starlight bring out Cannon in a similar fashion. We saw Dobrain bring out Cannon in a similar fashion, and it never really caught on. So I don't see it coming on and coming into fashion, into vogue now.
Yeah, not soon.
Even after
though you
dominant performance
the Cannon
right here.
meta. You don't think the Cannon
Well, it's like
meta's gonna
the quote Cannon meta.
Okay. That makes sense. We've got Neeze.
On a Lin Fei.
On Lin Fei. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's a Lin Fei.
The Cannon meta.
It is the
Cannon
man.
meta.
What is EU's crazy?
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Because EU was the first to really do bow when it first came out, right? And I didn't really like it that much. And then that happens.
Were they? They might have been.
I think, because of the luxury.
I trust you.
That's an old name.
I trust you.
I'm talking about like years back, obviously. Anyways, this is the first that we've seen of Small Brawlhalla. This is the smallest map, smallest blast zones, and Blue's already taking advantage of that with that side sig, trying to KO Neeze.
Now, of course, this is in the loser's bracket. So losing this best of 3, you will be knocked out of the tournament. You will be finished for the day. You'll have to come back and play in 2s tomorrow.
Which means that even though we've been talking about 40 boys and whatever, Blue could still take it all the way through. Oh gosh, there's going to have to be a team kill after this if Blue wins against Neeze, because Simple's the opponent afterwards. But anyways, back to the match, right? There's so much going on in Spring Champs for EU. It's incredible. But the most incredible thing is watching this Lin Fei happen and doing so well. But Blue, oh man, waits just long enough to be able to get the gravity cancel delay to make that 4-piece combo.
You heard that side air. Like, the noise played for it, but it didn't come out. He ended up running into that neutral light. That is going to kill. But Neeze, man, he's in kill percent on this map.
Absolutely.
He's got to be so careful.
Lin Fei has that unique property of, there's not Cannon Gauntlets Legends.
No.
So it's really the only, because Katars and Gauntlets are very closely related with how they want to play and how they want to hit their opponents. So having Cannon being that heavy, like, lance carrying string heavy weapon, the guitar is really nice. But Blue is doing such a great job on the stage, being able to put these in the percent where a lot of moves are going to be able to KO. You can plan for so many more wonky KOs on this stage than any other stage, just due to the blast zones being so close.
But Neeze isn't really finding any wonky KOs. Like, Blue has a solid lead right now.
I mean,
he is basically controlling this game. Man, some of the most beautiful signatures. I think they are the most beautiful signatures in this game. And just like that, head, shoulders, knees, and toes has evened it up.
The guitars off stage were doing incredible. And we saw that side air just falling down, didn't even jump for it, right? Because sometimes you'll see the ground pound, the weapon toss, but Neeze really doing well off stage here, making me wonder, game 2, going to another small stage like this, like Shipwreck or something, would be really good. Oh, strings are happening. Neeze,
that's actually
the side air.
That down signature is beautiful to throw off the edge.
Oh, the dare puts Blue under the stage. Can he
make it back? Is he going to get back? He does. He had the chase dodge, but he immediately went for the nair after that exhausted recovery hit. He was expecting the immediate initiation coming from Neeze.
Neutral state comes out.
We haven't even game.
Sidelight. So off stage. Oh, the dance. And there's, because it doesn't splash into the ground.
Yeah.
It bites.
Yeah.
The dragon coming out from Lin Fei.
And then if you back it up just a little bit, it will move you back and cover such a large territory.
Neeze has got complete control over this game. Yeah, gravity canceling the down sig. Waiting for it, and air comes out. Oh, silent and air does it! Neeze takes game 1. Neeze takes game number 1 over Blue.
That was looking like that shouldn't have been the... If you looked at the second stock,
Blue
was maybe 60, 70 damage on his second stock, and Neeze was in orange on his last one.
That string that brought Blue to the blast zone with the Sair probably shook him. I don't know what that nair was incredible. Where are we going to go for game number 2? The size of the map definitely worked out in Neeze's favor as the game progressed on. We're seeing Blue switch
to the Asuri.
Asuri. He wants to bring out the guitars against Lin Fei.
What level is this Asuri? It's 44. Neeze has a level 20 Lin Fei, so he doesn't even have the black color scheme unlocked.
That's a good point. That's probably why he's... This is probably the closest that he can get.
Who was the first? Sidra was the first cannon. Then was it Lin Fei, then Isaiah? Or was it Isaiah, then Lin Fei?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Next time we see the Legend Select.
Because I'm curious if he has, like, a Sidra or...
Yeah, like he started with another character.
I mean, like, no...
Blue opted for the
pretty much nobody's played Lin Fei except, like, Pugsy.
Yeah, that's true. And it's kind of memey a little bit.
Well, I mean, originally for Pugsy, it was because there was a signature Chu combo.
Yeah, that's
on
true.
Katars.
That's true. But,
which I think was
now-
D-Light Insig. I don't know if that's... I don't... Is that still a thing?
I'm not sure.
Nobody plays Lin Fei, so I've just forgotten that information.
Regardless, Lin Fei is continuing being played here, and blue is bringing up the Catarded claws versus knives. As Twilight Grove is going to be the location for game number 2, and downlights into Nares already, and Neeze seems to be completely comfortable exchanging.
Yeah,
Guitar
Neeze is
strings.
winning the Qatar mirror right now, by far.
Oh, and blue realizing that picks up the sword, gets a little bit of a damage lead off of that. D-Light into D-Light Sair, or Sair into D-Light Sair. Looking for those downlights. Neeze just trying to get around blue, maybe pick him up with the downlight of his own. Recovery since Neeze was the top, disarms him. Picks up the cannon.
Ooh, that was on the bottom
No
side of it, so
nair.
he's not going to get the big dump of force.
We saw a
as
lot
Neeze
of
falls out of
we saw
it.
a lot of stacked neutral sticks coming out from Neeze, being able to KO off the top. Perhaps that's an option that he's going to go for again, but no, the Nair does it. And that's not even like a small blast zone thing. Blue just knocked him around constantly. Twilight Grove's Island helped Neeze out considerably. The guitars, and oh my god!
Oh, beautiful option
no.
coming from
Oh, he
that
did
sig.
touch.
There's right
I
into
did
the
not
wall.
think he
He's
did.
able to touch, but Neeze used that signature to chase when blue went away,
the
and
side
beautiful
sig.
option with that signature as well. Neeze showing a lot of mastery of this signature. You saw multiple uses from that cannon signature on Brawlhaven, both using it on the platform and over that corner.
Yeah. We didn't see the side stick at all on Small Brawlhaven. Maybe it's something because of the limited options that you have to recover from underneath the islands, you're likely to touch the stage. Good idea coming up from Neeze. As we see Nair to Nair! It's a triple Nair! What is the sword strings? He's finding so much damage. Sidelight. Oh, sidelight. Down stick coming out. Ground pound as well.
Oh. Oh no, unfortunately for Neeze, that basically stacked down air.
Yeah. He's down a whole stock now against blue, and blue's finding so much more damage than Neeze has. Although Neeze has been finding some amazing signature confirms. Picks up the cannon once again. Looking for those downlights, maybe to start something off. I think downlight to Nair is definitely one of the bread and butters of cannon.
Yes, definitely. Downlight to Nair or D-Light down air is what Starlight will use.
Ooh, but blue is just not letting Neeze in. The guitar ditto was going well for Neeze, but cannon versus guitars, not so much.
He's struggling.
There's that stereotype of like guitars against the heavier the weapon is or the bigger the weapon is, the better time they have because they can get into those moves, and we're seeing it. Although Neeze is finding recoveries now.
Neeze
It's still
definitely has moments of inspiration.
Weapon toss. Nope. Doesn't connect, but blue can't make it back regardless. Evens it up 1-1, and Neeze decided to stay on
Gonna
the
stay
cannon.
with the cannon. I was
Okay.
wondering if he was charging that throw up
I think the
to
next
give him
weapon blue
time
gets is
to
the-
move down,
No,
pick up
blue.
the weapon, throw it, and still pick up the guitars.
Blue actually priming the guitars there. Finds the down stick. Goes for the weapon toss. Dive kick.
Ooh,
hits him.
is that going to be it?
Yes.
And it is.
Neeze accidentally recovering again.
Yep.
And so the rule is it's a little ambiguous, but you have your main recovery that you get to use once.
Yes.
And then instead of jumping, you can recover again. Sometimes it doesn't send you as far. Sometimes it sends you farther to the left or right. Like gun recovery used twice, you get a lot of that horizontal movement instead of vertical movement.
Do you get the same horizontal movement?
I think you do. I've seen Booming
And
recover.
it just looks like it's more because you're not going up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically, I think, what happens.
Because you will not move up as much, but
Anyways,
you still can steer it left or right.
I think if he jumped and then dodged, or jumped and then stared instead of recovered and then stared, because he had to like fall a little bit from the recovery, he may have been able to make it. But either way, it was looking like Blue's game. Game number 3 is coming up, and that is a.
Neeze is playing Vrax.
Yeah,
He's doing it.
That's a Vrax.
He's doing
Vrax isn't so far out of left field. We saw a little bit of final rounds. We saw a little bit of final because of the lance thing. Look, he's even running the deck stance to get the lance thing to work. And by the lance thing, I mean there's something.
Yeah, we saw Vrax like once, and then we saw it once in
Coslick
Pro
likes
Series
it.
in 3v3.
Okay, sure.
From Cody.
No, there was 2 picks of Vrax at final round.
Were there?
Yeah, there was because the Coslick was just talking about how like there's something that he's confirmed in lance. I think it has to do with downlight. Like, it's like a neutral light thing.
I think he used to have D-Light and Light. I don't think he does anymore.
Oh, it's gone. I'm not sure. Either
Oh,
way,
Boomy picked Vrax. That's the other one.
Yeah. Booming pick Vrax, so did Coslicks.
And he 6-spammed the victory against Wilson.
And you
Just
do,
kidding.
and you
That
do
was
the
amazing.
9-dex thing, and you unlock some opportunities, because I think oh, we're seeing it, though. Vrax is the only Lance Legend that can go up to 9 decks.
That's true.
And so that's probably what it's being picked for. And this is a huge, like, I mean, I guess this is like if Cannon, like, doubled in size, and Now, instead of like launching cannons out of the front, you're launching out of the back and you're just traveling with the lance, right? It's basically the same. I mean, anyways.
I don't even really think it's close.
It's not even close at all.
But
you're absolutely right. But it's definitely an underrepresented weapon.
For sure.
That's the similarity. That
and Vrax is even further underrepresented among
Vrax
the
could kill like so early with so many SIGs here. Wow, that neutral SIG is barely not KOing, but the weapon toss might actually get it. I think, no, Blue dive kicked or used the downer to travel, but he can't make it back. And Neeze with the Vrax 9 dexterity takes off.
He's a good
stock
character.
number 1. I feel like it wasn't. Nobody was saying that he wasn't a good character.
Well, nobody plays him. That would lead one to believe that he's not necessarily the best character.
Yeah, guns and lance are interesting. I guess usually you're either one or the other, and you don't want to get the other weapon. But he's doing really well here on Vrax.
Ooh, almost picks up that nair. He turned it around, which almost would have let the initial hitbox come out because it starts in front of you and then goes behind you. It starts below you, moving in front of you and then behind you. But it still didn't come out in time. Blue's trying to zone out from this weapon. Neeze is able to pick it up.
Nairs are going left and right. Just a little cider. Goes for the down light. Ooh, down air's reposition. Blue with the guitars. It feels like whenever Blue's got his guitars against like the larger weapon that Neeze has, it just goes poorly for Neeze. Like, oh man, finally was able to.
Oh.
The one thing that he needed to dodge, he dodged, and he was able to get an amazing punish off of it. Neutral SIG and a neutral light. That's that dexterity coming to play, right? It's just like he could.
That kills so early. That SIG's so good.
It's Brawlhaven and that side SIG, just the raw force.
And that's where having Dex and not having string stance, because there was a time when like the only people who played Vrax
so fast,
they would play string stance.
Wait, he was in orange. I swear, it was an armed side SIG.
Yeah, I mean Brawlhaven.
Brawlhaven.
On this map, you're not gonna feel not playing string stance.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Silent connects. Oh, now let's left and right. Oh, accidentally pivots that neutral. I don't think
that must have been a misinput. He might have been trying to.
Oh, he just tossed the weapon away
or something.
Maybe he was expecting Blue to go in for the downer. Oh, nice little Sair. Oh, dodges upwards. But still manages to get punched without jumping. Sair puts Blue off stage. Will he go for the grab? Oh, no, he goes for the neutral light. He tries to turn around for a nair. There's that nair that connects. 2 nairs, 3. Oh. Okay, never mind. 3 to gravity cancel. Neutral SIG. Neeze. Just keeping Blue floating in the sky. Down SIG heads. It's not going to KO. It's so close. Neeze has to use the recovery. No. He doesn't.
That's everything. That's everything.
He touched the ground. He touched the ground. No, he didn't. Neeze is done. I'm so surprised that he just didn't like use the lance recovery. It's hard. I guess it's just hard on Brawlhaven. There wasn't really a good option. He went for the mix up and then he kept mixing up and then Blue was just looking at him going, what are you doing?